Hello, guys and gals, me, Mutahar, and I still believe the biggest scam in the world is not like, Buttcoin or any stupid nonsense like that. No, I actually think the biggest scam in video games are subscription services. Oh boy! Now, you knew that I was going to talk about this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a PlayStation guy. I like PlayStation. I think it's cool. I grew up with it. I still remember to this day when my dad brought home the original PS1, and so it has a special heart to me, okay? And even despite my, nostalgia and my love for this system, I don't like supporting bad business practices. Now, PlayStation Plus is a premium subscription service for the PlayStation Network. It's kind of like Xbox Live Gold or Game Pass, Game Pass Core, I guess they call it now, or the Nintendo Switch premium subscription model, whatever. Every system has this, and if you want to play online with your friends, you're going to have to pony up a couple bucks a month. Now, the reason why I believe this is a scam is because being a PC gamer, no service that I've used, and before we get to the bad Muda, I'm excluding World of Warcraft, a lot of that MMO shit from this pool. I'm just saying any launcher that you use on PC, whether it be Steam, Epic, Ubisoft, Rockstar Games launcher, but Bethesda launcher isn't even a thing anymore, but it could have been still. None of them make me pay extra, monthly fees to access basically core functionalities of the game. If anything, if I pay money on the PC storefront, it's because it's like a Game Pass service that gives me access to like 30 games a month that I can play, okay? Otherwise, playing online with the boys and the girls is totally okay. You don't have to pay anything extra on top of your goddamn internet bill. And for PlayStation, it used to be like this back in the days of the PS3. But ever since the PlayStation 4 generation, people have started to pay for multiplayer services. Now, right now in the real world, there's something going on called inflation. Everything's getting more expensive. If you have a subscription service, chances are everything is raising by a buck or two, every month. Spotify literally hit me up and said, yeah, we're raising prices. And it made sense, okay? Things are getting more expensive. PlayStation decides to take the extra cake here and raise their prices from, let's say, if you're on the lowest tier of PlayStation, $60 a year, which is already fucking painful, considering that you're literally paying to play online, okay? That's it. Something that you should be allowed to do completely for free, because in most cases, the online games you play are still peer-to-peer. You are actually paying for the fucking privilege of connecting to your friends, okay? That's it. That's been raised to $80 a year. Extra, PS Plus has been raised from $100 to $134 a year. And Premium has been raised from a $120 price tag to $160. So around like 33% on average, so a couple extra bucks a month. Now, initially, I didn't find this to be too big of a deal. Obviously, if you're paying for these services, I don't think paying the extra $2, $3 for somebody who is already paying for services like this to necessarily be that affected. However, that still doesn't negate the fact that subscription services for most modern video game consoles are still 1,000% scams. Now, when it comes to online multiplayer, I just want to reiterate why I think this is a scam. Let's look at Xbox real quick. Now, if you want to play a game like Master Chief Collection online on the Xbox, like on the actual physical console, you got to pay monthly, okay? It is just how Mafia works, okay? If you're not paying Phil Spencer, if you're not paying Microsoft the few dollary dues a month, they don't let you connect to other Xbox players. Now, if you're on the PC and you bought Halo Master Chief Collection on Steam like I did, we don't have to pay anything extra. You can play on the same Xbox servers that console players are paying for, but as a PC player, you are playing for free. And the extra fucking cherry on top is you are also playing with the Xbox players. You are cross-playing. One side is playing for free, like they should. The other side is getting fisted because they pretty much have to be. Ladies and gentlemen, console online services makes no sense to me, especially when it comes to paying for the privilege of just connecting peer-to-peer, in most cases, to other people. Even when we involve dedicated servers, half of the time, In fact, 90% of the time, there's still servers that are hosted or run entirely different, out of Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo scope, done exclusively by the actual game developer themselves. It's baffling to me that this has still gone on and this is still somehow normalized. And I was actually glad to see that there is some level of a backlash about this, because at least some people are waking up to the idea that paying monthly for such a basic feature set is kind of stupid. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's also other scenarios where people get free games with PlayStation Plus, and I kind of wanted to see if maybe, raising that price tag somehow got you better games. Now, this is September, this month right now. You know what games they have? Generation Zero. Haven't touched that at all. I probably have that in my Steam library, could not care. Black Desert Online. That game seemed like a really cool MMO, but I swear to God, I have seen more beer brewing guides on that fucking game than anything else. But of course, I think the creme de la creme is Saints Row. Now, this is the remake Saints Row, not the original, not Saints Row 2, which is like the best one in my opinion. No, this is the remake, the one with the millennials and the Fortnite graphics and the corny jokes and the fucking totally forgettable world, that one. Now, I may not be the biggest fan of Saints Row. Hell, I made an entire video shitting on it when it came out, rightfully so. And believe it or not, this is from a studio that literally just shut down the other day. And it's a sad state of affairs. I actually liked Volition a lot. And they posted one of these like gamer apology, social media posts. The ones with the gradient background, the long string of text, and basically said, yeah, we're out. We're bowing out of the situation. Volition is gone. And you know why they're gone? Because of that game that Sony is pimping out right now on their shitty Plus service. Yeah, there's a million reasons why gamers did not care about Saints Row, and there's a pretty laughable, there's a pretty laughable scenario where even Volition and some of the people got a little defensive about Saints Row too. Ladies and gentlemen, if you make bad games, people are not going to buy your bad games, and then your studio will not function anymore. It will not have the funds to run because of you producing the bad games. Ladies and gentlemen, honestly, I feel bad for Volition. I hope the people at this company get jobs, but this is one of those scenarios where it's like, I cannot sit here and pretend to say I did not actually see any of this coming. No, I very much did. But ladies and gentlemen, what we actually get back to is the subscription service model for PlayStation. The fact that they're raising prices this insanely hard, this quick, shows me that they absolutely have to try getting money coming out of nowhere, especially when they're producing some of the most insane products, like the PlayStation Portal, the stupid shitty handheld device. I thought that was probably the biggest L this company was going to take up until today, because I actually want to restate, that is a dumb product. You want to know why that product's even stupider than when I covered it last time? Because in order to use that $200 local streaming tablet, you also have to buy a fucking $600 console. You may as well just buy a fucking PC at that point and be free from the shackles of stupid digital, online only fucking subscription service models. The fact that Sony thinks that they can, first off, they're going to get away with it, okay? What you're hearing online, the backlash, is like maybe 2% of the average gamer. The average person who probably has their credit card connected will just constantly let this new bill go without ever thinking twice. But the fact that Sony is so pushy about this is just insulting. Now, I wanted to go to PlayStation and look up all the different shitty tiers they had. Now, Essential, which you're paying like $80 a year now, gives you the monthly games for that Saints Row crap that we talked about earlier. Online multiplayer. Wow. Again, like I said pretty much at the beginning of the video, this is a free service to the average PC, Mac, Linux gamer. Except somehow game companies have basically socially, psychologically conditioned people to accept the fact that connecting to your friends is somehow a paid-for feature on a console. When you pay for your own internet, the hardware you buy belongs to you, should belong to you, and somehow they're just charging you for the benefit of connecting to each other. Baffling. Discounts. Wow. I pay to save money? Oh, shit. Wow, so crazy. And then, of course, cloud storage, which, may I remind you, lots of PC launchers like Ubisoft and Steam provide this shit for free. You don't have to pay extra at all. Share play so you can play with the boys, and game help, because apparently some people find it so hard to whip out their cell phone and just look up a guide on the internet. Then, of course, you've got Extra, which gives you the same shit except an extra game catalog and Ubisoft Plus, which might actually be a decent deal if it wasn't for the fact that you're paying about over $100 for this a goddamn year. Then you've got premium subscription. First off, I just want to reiterate, it's not the fact that it's $100 a year. These are Ubisoft games that they're selling for $100 a year. That's the problem. And they're classics. So you know what that shit means. Premium. Experience all the benefits. So the extra benefits here is access to cloud streaming. Oh, you tell me that I can access games in the cloud? Paying $130 plus now? And then you've also got game trials. Dog, they are making you pay money to play game demos. For that price tag, they should be giving you at least some free... They should be giving you access to a PlayStation exclusive every year. They should be giving you Game Pass levels of benefits. You know, I don't give a lot of shit to Microsoft here because at least Microsoft gives you brand new AAA first-party titles with their subscription service for less. These guys don't even give you, like, God of War Ragnarok or something, or like the brand, or like Spider-Man 2 with the actual pay, with the premium subscription service. No, you're still getting access to old school shit. In fact, the Classics catalog, which is actually so funny, because you're literally paying to play old PlayStation 1 games on backwards compatibility through the PlayStation 5. Yeah, I want to see, did they give you God of War? Dog, they don't even give you God of War Ragnarok as part of this deal. Get the fuck out of here. They give you the original one, I guess. That's crazy. But going back to the classic games, Dock Station, PCSX2, emulators, just use them, okay? That's all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, clearly the world is getting more expensive. We all know this. But when it comes to gaming services and gaming content and gaming, companies, I can tell you a scam when I see a scam, and there ain't no bigger scam than paying to play online and also paying to get access to game trials, demos. You know, demos used to be free, and in some cases they still are. It'll be a cold day in hell before I ever consider paying for PlayStation Plus Premium, one of the most useless, one of the least valuable subscription services out there, but somehow Sony, in their infinite wisdom, believes it should be priced to near hardware status for a full year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, subscription services suck. They're a scam. Don't be conditioned into thinking you should pay for basic connectivity and the ability to save your fucking save files onto a server on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, lots to cover today. But one thing that I wanted to also bring up is you might be like, but Muta, would Sony ever change? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to 2008, back when something called Games for Windows existed. Yeah, Microsoft used to think that they could bring Xbox Live Gold to PC, and they kind of did, with games like Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto 4, and I think Shadowrun was one, and they made PC gamers pay monthly to play online. You know what PC gamers did? They split their ass cheeks at Microsoft Studios and goat-seed them. I mean, not literally, but figuratively speaking. And because of that goatsy, PC players still to this day remain a free platform when it comes to gaming online. And funnily enough, it's on the same servers as people who are actually conditioned into paying for theirs. Wild world we live in. But ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.